I am Leanne Mee from the STEM workshop, and I'm going to do a short video to show you how you can learn about computer-aided design. We're going to use a really simple software that is free for general users and can be accessed on the internet via the following website. To access the software, click on the software icon, and from here you can download the software onto your MacBook or PC. Once you've done that, to open up the software, you need to search for the software in your search engine, and you can open the software from here. So the software we're going to use is Silhouette Studio. It's ideal for designing and making products that are two-dimensional. So what we're going to do today is a short introduction in how to set up and start using the software. After this short video, I'm going to show you and give you some challenges to do within this software. So once the software is open, a new page is automatically opened up for you. What you can do before you get started is you can change your page setup using Edit and Preferences, and you can select what unit of measurement is most appropriate for you. So you may want to work in centimetres, millimetres, inches, but we're going to work in millimetres today because that's what we do when we're working in engineering. What you can also do on your page, now this page relates to the page on the cutter, which I'll show you another time. What you can do is you can click on the page setup panel, and from here this allows you to be able to cut what you design on this software, but you don't need to do that if you haven't got a cutter to hand. You can simply print what you've designed. So today we're just going to look at creating something to then print, but in our later tutorials we will show you how to cut using a Cameo cutter. You can change your media size here. At the moment mine is A4, which I'm going to leave it at because that's the size that I'll need to print it onto, but you can change it from portrait to landscape. The second thing you can do on your page setup is you can click on the grid. Now, when we're designing things within a computer-aided design software, we can use grids to help us measure our designs accurately. But if you want to create more freehand drawings, you can click off the grid. Today I'm going to use the grid because I'm going to draw with some accuracy. You can also change the size of your grid. Today I've changed my size to 10 millimeters. I could change that to 20 millimeters if I wanted, or revert back to 10. What you can also do with your grid is you can change the colour of your grid and the opacity of your grid. Okay, so you can change the colour of your grid so that it doesn't interfere with your design. The other thing you can do within the page setup is click on this icon here, and let me show you what this icon does. I'm going to start drawing something now, and I'm going to go over to the left hand toolbar. I'm going to use the drawing tools here, but I could use the line tools, and I'll come on to editing them afterwards. So using the line tool or the drawing tools, I'm going to draw some basic shapes. So if I draw a basic shape without the snap to grid on, that shape positions itself anywhere on the page. And as you can see, as I draw a shape, it shows you the shape that you're drawing, but to the sides it shows you the measurements. So as you can see, without the snap to grid, the measurements are not to the nearest 10 millimeters. Okay, and it's really difficult for me to make that so. If I show you what happens when we click on the snap to grid, we can actually start drawing and it actually attaches itself to the grid. So you can see I can now draw with more accuracy. Okay, so that's the page setup. I'm just going to minimise that and pop it out my way. You can also shut it if you don't want to see it. So let's start drawing. We're going to show you how to draw some basic designs within this software. So you might want to design a logo for yourself. You may want to design a badge, or you may want to start making stencils. Okay, so to start using this software, to delete anything you've created previously, you can click on the select tool, select what you've created and press your delete button on your keyboard. So now you've got a blank page to begin designing. I'm going to create a very basic design. I'm going to use a rectangle. I'm going to draw a basic badge shape. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think about adding some artwork in the middle of that. I can do that by creating something freehand, or I can use text. So what I can do, using the text tool, I can start creating a badge of my design. So as you can see, I've written the acronym STEM. Using the select tool, I can select and move and position my design where I want it. So that's really very basic, and if I click on it, it tells me what size it is. So I can use my ruler and work out if that is the right size. If it's not the correct size, I can grab the corner or the side or the bottom and I can enlarge it. Okay? Or I can make it smaller and decrease the size. I can do the same with my image in the middle, my writing. I can rotate it. And because I'm not going to use this to cut out, I'm actually going to use this to print, I now need to think about adding colour. So to add colour to a design, I click on it and I go over to this side of the toolbar and I click on the paint palette, the fill palette, and I can select whatever colour I wish, or I can create a custom colour using this advanced option here. So as you can see, I fill the colour, my outline remains as red. So what I can do is I can now click on the outline. So this is to change the fill colour. You can also have the option to add a gradient if you so wished, or a textured pattern. So what I'd like to do next, if I minimise that or delete it, I'd like to change the outline colour because I don't like that red. So I'm going to click on the line style. I can change the style of the line. I can change the thickness of the line. And indeed, if you do want to print it, your thickness must be set to 1.5. However, I do not want red as an outline colour. So I need to think about what colour might look best as an outline colour. So I'm going to explore different colours to see which one looks best. And I can explore different line thicknesses to see which line thickness looks the best as well. So once I've selected that, I can now think about adding colour to my text. So to select the text, again, use the pointer tool to select and move it around. If it does not allow you to select the text, move the shape to the side, select the text, edit it, and you can, rather than create a colour for your outline, you can click on no outline. Move that back, and there you have it. So there's my very simple badge design. So see if you can have a go at exploring with these to create a very simple design using the basic tools: rectangle, drawing tools, line tools, the select tool and the text tool. Get used to using the fill panel and the line style panel. See what you can create. Once you've done that, you then need to save your design, save to hard drive, and save it whatever you want it to be saved as. Once you've done that, you can then send it to print. So to send something to print, you go to File and Print. Select the printer that you're going to use and click Print. Hope you've enjoyed this short introductory video in how to create a basic design using Silhouette Studio. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our channel and please share and like the page. Thank you. Bye.